Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing my full review of the Saakshi. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. All right, cool. Let's get into it. So here we have the Saakshi. Now, when I first did my unboxing and my first impressions, I was pretty impressed with this guy. This is my first knife, produced and designed knife. I've had knives in the past that were OEM'd by manufactured by but designed by other people. They didn't have the branding, the pivot. So this is my first, actual branded, manufactured knife, designed by them. Now, it is a flipper. It has a drop point blade, really nice, kind of like a black stonewash finish. If you look, just real quick, you don't see any billboarding on the blade, but if we take a closer look, you can see 20 CV right there, which is kind of cool. You wouldn't notice that just by taking a quick look. It is a liner lock. We have titanium liners, really damn cool blue titanium liners. One of my favorite colors, one of my favorite shades of blue. Blue is my favorite color. It has a deep carry pocket clip. Centering is right on. Now, I carried this guy for about a week, and one thing I noticed when I had this in pocket was it is super light. It is really light and easy to carry. The scales are marble carbon fiber, and one thing I really like about these scales is that it's actually marble carbon fiber. I've had a few knives these last couple months where they say marble carbon fiber and it's actually more of like a shred or torn carbon fiber. To me, this looks very marbly, so maybe not a big deal to everyone, but I appreciate it. Again, liner lock, lock up, looks about 25%, excellent. Action, pretty smooth. Now, the deployment action has gotten better with time over this last week. The detent is kind of broken in. You can also flick it with this really nice fuller. Middle finger flick, awesome. You're not going to get bored of just the regular flipper action. So you can middle finger flick it. The action is great on the flipper and on the middle finger flick. Now, the closing action, now I haven't oiled this, I haven't taken it apart, I haven't sharpened it, I haven't done anything like that. But the closing action was really good out of the box and has stayed the same. So it's kind of this shake shut action, very smooth, no complaints here, but it's not drop shut right now. Maybe if I oil it, take it apart, clean it, etc., it'll smooth out and loosen up. But for now, I'm not disappointed by the action. It's just the same as it was a week ago. Now, if we look, you can see the pivot. You can see these, I'm assuming these are anodized because they are titanium liners. So anodized titanium liners. We just have these little standoffs. So this is one of the reasons why it's so light. No backspacer here. And if you look inside, no internal milling. Does it need it? Not really. This is pretty damn light on its own. The carbon fiber is light. No backspacer to weigh it down. The liners are titanium. Really kind of a thin, pocketable, light carry. Now, one thing that I did notice when I did, you guys know me, I don't do any crazy cutting tasks here. I'm not batoning logs or anything, but for the small amount of cutting I did, it held up really well. I mean, it's slicey. If you look at the grind. It is a flat grind, full flat grind. It's slicey. You can choke up if you needed to do any precision cuts. The ergonomics are excellent. For my hand, which is on the smaller side, I get my pointer finger right under the flipper tab, and it's very comfortable. Now, I do feel the clip just a little bit. This is a bit of a hot spot, especially when I go to cut something. This is a little pokey. So I don't know exactly why it has that shape, this much of a lip, but the clip has extremely, rigid, stiff retention. Like getting in and out of pocket is difficult. But I will get into that in a few minutes. First, I wanted to do a quick size comparison so you can see where this knife fits, in my lineup. I'll go ahead and get out my EMP EDC Nimble, which I've been loving and carrying. Full review coming soon on that guy. These are similar drop point blade shapes, similar ergos on the handle. Now let's go ahead and get one more. What else do we have here? Let's go ahead and get the MBK. Where is this? Oh, you know what? Can't find it. I was gonna get my OG, but I have my VBR on hand, so let's go ahead and compare this. Whew, really nice. I mean, you can see, look at these two grinds. Now, I thought about getting the Saakshi in the, I think they have a satin finish, or at least a non-coated blade, but you kind of can't beat this look. The blue titanium liners, the marble carbon fiber, and the coated blade. I think this one definitely looks the best out of the Saakshi models. They also have a wood scale version, but that's not really my thing. So I went with the the coated blade and the carbon fiber. Now let's go ahead and get my little Knife Standards measuring tape. Let's see where we land. So let's start with the Saakshi. We got about 3 inches for the blade, a little over 7 overall length. Now for the Nimble, yeah, but about 3 inches for the blade, maybe a little under, and about 6, almost 6 and a little over 6.5 for the full length of the Nimble. And the VBR, we got about 3.5 for the blade on that big boy, and 8 overall. So the Saakshi is not a large knife. It has comfortable ergos, which I'll talk about in a second. But if we just look at the comparison, very similar to the Nimble. And the ergo is actually that kind of curved handle, little spot for your finger, little mini, the VBR has a bigger finger choil, but this little mini choil on the Saakshi, really similar. Actually, all three of these knives kind of, large, medium, and actually the Nimble is a little bit smaller. All excellent knives. And I think the Saakshi really stacks up well. So hopefully you guys have a better idea of where it is, where it would be in your lineup if you got this knife. Let's go ahead and get the amazing Nimble put away, or at least to the side for now. And I'll go ahead and do the same with the VBR, which has just gotten smoother and smoother and smoother. Knife of the Year candidate right here. Go ahead and put that to the side, get that back in its pouch. Now back to the Saakshi. So what I was saying before, before the size comparison, the clip is it's a hot spot. I mean, it's really extreme retention. Like I'm pulling. Now, in and out of the pocket, it was not fun. Visually, you can see how it is a deep carry clip. So, when it sits in your pocket, you have about, it's only maybe half a centimeter that sticks out, which, who cares? Not a big deal. But I don't know why they left that little lip. I don't have a ProTech knife right with me now, but you guys know how the ProTechs have that countersunk, into the scale, how that clip is always deep carry and flush with the scale. And you can see this sits up a little bit. Does it bother me in pocket? No. Does the clip and this hotspot bother me? Yes, definitely. So, it just seems like an easy thing to fix. They have a really, excellent quality blade, excellent steel. The carbon fiber is super smooth and comfortable. It's not slippery, even if your hand gets sweaty. So really, really high quality scale material, high quality blade. We have titanium liners. You can tell that they took their time with this design, except with the clip. I feel like they had the knife designed and they were like, well, people like deep carry, so just, throw on the deep carry clip. I don't know. So it seems a little rushed when it comes to the clip. Now, I do like backspacers, but these little, standoff, pieces, totally fine with me for this knife, because it definitely fits with the overall aesthetic and it makes it super light. Now, I don't weigh my knives. I do this by feel. I'm gonna hold the knife and see if I like it, see how heavy it is. I don't think you guys really care if it's 3.47 ounces versus 4.12 ounces. Who gives a shit? But I definitely prefer a heavier feeling knife. I actually like the nimble. Now, of course, this is full titanium, so yeah, this is full titanium construction. It's a frame lock. It's gonna be heavier than the liner lock carbon fiber. But this, the nimble, you can actually feel in your hand. You know that you're holding not only quality-wise, but this is a knife, And I would file the Saakshi under, kind of under bug out territory, where it's really light. Is it flimsy? No, but there is a little bit of give to the scales. This is definitely not a hard use knife. Now, if we choke up here, it's close to the blade, but I would consider this a finger choil. Very comfortable, even more comfortable than back here, where you definitely hit that hot spot. So overall, really excellent knife. Could they have fixed the clip? Yes, definitely. Would I prefer these liners to be an inset liner, meaning, where is my OG? I'm looking for my Monterey Bay Knives OG. Maybe it's in there. No, I don't know what happened to it, but it's around here somewhere. But anyway, the new MBK OG and a lot of knives have this inset liner where only part of the liner lock is accessible, so you can actually. Oh, you know what? I have it here. I have my waypoints. Aha. Here we go. Inset liner lock, or nested liner. So if we compare these two, you can see how the liner goes all the way down on the Saakshi, and the liner is only accessible right in this groove. So, is there a huge difference? No. Is this the nicer way to go? Yes. You can see that the liner is only accessible for my thumb. It fits in really nice, not only aesthetically, but I feel like it's just smoother. I don't see the entire scale moving, and when I go to deploy it, I don't have to look at the whole liner moving over to the side. So is it a big deal? No. Are the inset liner locks a lot harder to machine? Yes, definitely. So I'm sure they save time with just having it be a regular liner lock. Big deal? No, not a huge deal. Would I like to see an inset version of this? Definitely. Would I like to see a better pocket clip? 100%. Overall, excellent little knife, very light, great, summer carry or shorts, shorts pocket carry, super light, excellent knife. I really enjoyed carrying this. Now, I have a lot of knife content coming soon, and some full reviews that are on my table right now that I'm going to be filming. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in and watching my videos and subscribing and checking out my Instagram. It means a lot. So thank you, everyone, and I will see you guys soon. This has been Knife Standards.